Alright, if you love airline operations, you love hubs, and there's some really interesting hub news that we gotta talk about. First and foremost, United Airlines. Now, when I think United Airlines, images of bland aircraft interiors, doctors being beaten, and hundreds of dogs being killed come to my mind. If you were to ask me where United is, I'd maybe think beautiful Newark, New Jersey, as United is by far the dominant airline there. Or perhaps I'd think San Francisco, where United loves deploying their actually quite nice for a change 787s. Or maybe I'd think Chicago O'Hare, because that's where not only their headquarters are, but also their biggest hub. Well, not anymore actually, because as of mid-June, United will have 6,308 weekly flights scheduled from Denver, surpassing all their other hubs. In the first post-COVID summer travel season, domestic travel is at an all-time high, and since the goal of a hub is to be right in the bullseye of a region's numerous destinations, when the region is the United States of America, Denver is a pretty fantastic hub location. Next in our spotlight today is American Airlines. Recently, they've announced a huge expansion out of Austin, Texas, announcing 14 entirely new routes, 5 of which go into Latin America and the Caribbean. These 14 new routes commence starting in September of this year. This announcement comes just after American had already revealed 10 new routes out of Austin back in March of this year. Before any of those announcements, American was only flying to Austin from 9 destinations, mainly their hubs and Boston. So if you count seasonal destinations, in a year's time, American and Austin went from 9 destinations to 33, a 267% increase. American Airlines isn't calling Austin a new hub though. In fact, they've directly said that the destination isn't even considered a focus city, which is interesting because I don't think American has any other destination with at least 33 flights that isn't a focus city or hub for that matter. They can call it what they want, but it's totally a new hub. Congrats on the new hub, American. Last but obviously not least, we've got Delta, making big moves too. A couple of weeks ago, they quietly applied for code shares with airBaltic throughout Europe. Essentially, this would link Delta passengers flying into Europe to either of airBaltic's 3 hubs, Tallinn, Estonia, Riga, Latvia, or Vilnius, Lithuania. Basically, anywhere Delta flies to in Europe, airBaltic flies there too, and if approved by regulatory bodies, Delta passengers will be able to connect at any of those destinations to the Baltics. And since Delta, nor any US airline, nor Air France or KLM fly into the Baltics, this is a really great codeshare agreement. But what's the hub news? If you know anything about Delta, you know that they love joint ventures and using other airlines as proxies for foreign hubs. Air France in Paris, KLM in Amsterdam, Korean Air in Seoul, Virgin Australia in Sydney. And if they can't find a partner, they'll just do it themselves. So, as American travelers demand flights to more and more exotic locations, such as the Baltics, or the Balkan Peninsula, or even the Middle East, you just know that Delta is hoping to set up a new foreign gateway, which will likely be in Riga, Latvia, as that's where airBaltic's main hub is. Out of Riga, airBaltic flies some of those destinations that are beginning to become more popular amongst Americans, like the Balkan Peninsula, Turkey, and even Dubai. Such a long flight for a little plane. My prediction is that the 2 airlines prove synergy this year, and by next year, a plan for Delta to start flying to Latvia goes underway with the aim of starting flights by 2023, giving Delta its 3rd European gateway.